Hi, in this lesson I'm going to show you how to create this centerpiece, which looks like it's all one piece, but actually it's 4 different little bundles that at the end of your dinner party or your celebration you can pull each bundle out and each guest can go home with a bundle. So say you have 12 guests, you'd make 3 of these arrangements, place them on the table, and at the end of the night you would pull out each little bundle and then hand it to your guest. So thanks, and let's get started. So for this arrangement, I'll have the flower recipe for you on the tip sheet that you can download. And so we are going to really just start with some of our main, this is a main flower, the cone flower, and I'm gonna add my roses. And the key here is that you cleaned everything already. So we're just gonna be gathering. Wanna make sure our lisianthus gets seen. I don't want anything to get kind of tucked away. If I have 2 things next to each other, I want to break that up, maybe with some leucodendron or some of my viburnum. I don't want to forget about those. So I'm going to tuck my viburnum in between the roses and the carnations to break up some of that peach color. I really like using peach for fall arrangements because I think by the time Thanksgiving comes around, or maybe we're a little tired of seeing all the bright orange, and I like to see the really pretty peaches. So let's see, if I move this turnus around, see I need some peach on this side. So I can pull that up. Let's add a little more texture with the leucodendron. The Sunset Safari has some red tinges in it and some yellow, so it goes well with this combination. So what we're trying to do is create a little posy that looks really cute individually. So I want to add some of this grevillea for texture, kind of like a collar. Also finish some of these stems with the Holland ruscus. I think I need a little grevillea on this side. Then I'm just going to look at it and see if I have my color distribution. I'm missing a little color on the outside, so I'm going to go with another one of these lisianthus that are so pretty. Maybe another one on this side. Maybe I'm going to tuck that in, take this grevillea out, tuck that in there, and then add the grevillea back in as support. Okay. All right. There, I added my color. I like that. So we're just trying to make a little posy, which I've done. Now we're going to secure it. So how we're going to secure this is I'm going to cut the stems kind of short. So I'm just going to use my bunch cutters here. And some of the stems are really hard to cut, like the leucodendron. It's tough, so maybe one at a time. I'm not going to worry about the stem sealing up in 10 seconds. I'm not ready to put in water yet. What I have here is just a basic rubber band. And so I'm gonna go around the stems 3 times with the rubber band, move it up, my posy. The higher up it goes, the tighter it will be. And for this particular arrangement, I want it to be pretty high up because I want it to be compact here. So once we have it, you don't really want to put it in the vase now because you have just a rubber band showing. So I want to show you how to finish it with something that can get wet. The key to this arrangement is that you want to give each little bundle away at the end of your party or whatever dinner you're having. And so you want to have each bundle finished nicely, but you don't want to use just any kind of ribbon because most ribbon, when it gets wet, it's drippy and maybe the color might run. So we recommend using this great, looks like an imitation leaf. It's called Aspidestra ribbon, and it's Aspid gold feather. It comes in a lot of different colors. This is a variegated green. It also comes in more of a white variegated, all green, and then also sort of a pinky color. And you can purchase it online or at any floral supply place has it. So I don't need this much width, so it's really simple to just just pull in half, and then I can just break it in half. And what I'm going to do is wrap my stems. So I'm just going to wrap it around just like any other ribbon. So what I'm trying to do is just cover up the rubber band. Took my finger off. Okay, wrapping it around. Give it a nice finished look. Keep the ribbon flat. And then if you want to make it look more like a leaf, you can take your scissors and put a little point on the end so it kind of looks more like a leaf. So it's supposed to look like. And then I'm just going to take one pin, and we have these special pins that we use in wedding work called pixie pins, and they're about half the length of a boutonniere pin, which is great. You can see it's not very long. But I'm still going to, when I put it into my ribbon to secure it, I'm still going to kind of push it up into the stems because there's only, if I push it straight in, I might poke the other side. So once I have this ready to go, I'm ready to add it to my full vase for my centerpiece. Okay, so we have our vase. It's full of water. Well, pretty full, half full. We have our other bundles that we created. So right now I have 3 other bundles in here, and you can see they all have the same treatment. They have our little wrapped leaf. And so what we want to do now is we're just going to take it together like it's one big bouquet. And this was the last one I made. And I'm going to make sure that they're all about even. So this one I need to trim a little. Everything's got to get trimmed a little right before it goes in. So we're going to pretend I did that. And now I'm going to kind of gather them all in and push them all down at the same time and make sure they all hug the lip of the vase so it looks like one cohesive design. And I made each bundle was about the same amount of flowers. Some were slightly taller than others, and that's what helps lock it into the vase. So now we have a vase that's a beautiful, full of flowers, no floral foam, just a few little rubber bands to hold it in place. And it's ready for your event, and then it's ready for you to pass out. So when you're ready at the end of the event, you'll just pull a little bundle out, wipe off the stems with a towel, and hand it to your guests on the way out the door. Happy holidays, happy entertaining, and thanks for joining me, Kit Wertz, with Flower Duet.